Is this thing on? Hi. Mic check. 1, 2. Hola. Hello. Mami? Hello, everybody. Hello, YouTube. This is Willie Velazquez with Paulie B on a new episode of Walkie, Talkie, and we're walking through my homeland of Queens, New York. Right now we're in Roosevelt, Corona Plaza, where I grew up, where I did a lot of bad things, a lot of good things, had a lot of good food. But yeah, stick around, watch us, enjoy, and learn something. The most photographed item here is that. That's the most photographed. If you're from here, you're not from here unless you take a photo of that stupid fucking sign. And now, here I am, I present to you my home.
What you shooting with?
I'm shooting with Leica M6 TTL. It's got a nice little Summicron on it that I paid way too much money for. And this little guy here, so my photos can come out a little more accurate and people don't look like ants. Like I'm shooting for ants.
The 28 Summicron, right?
Yeah.
And then you shoot in color.
Yeah, shoot color. It's usually Portra or Lomo 800. Lately it's been a lot of Lomo because I'm starting to really appreciate the look. Even though I came in at the worst time because it's fucking an arm and a leg just to get 3 rolls. But, you know, what are you going to do? That's the name of the game. You can't play this game without money. That's what sucks. Corona, Queens. You know, like during the pandemic, I mean, right before the pandemic hit, we were joking around, me and a friend, about like, imagine like that coronavirus shit gets here and it's like, it gets crazy here. And then it happened, dude. And it's like, it's funny because it's like, you just kind of couldn't escape it because everywhere you look, it's corona, corona, corona.
You shot out here during the pandemic? Like,
yeah.
Did you walk around and shot?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Everybody shot fucking Midtown or everybody shot Manhattan during the pandemic.
That was the most boring shit to shoot for me because it was just like.
It was so boring for me. I was like, this sucks.
It's just fucking emptiness.
Yeah, I had the pictures, but so does a
Everybody
million
else,
other
yeah.
photographers.
I talk shit because I was out there doing it, but like after day 2, really after day 2, I was no longer amazed by the empty streets. I had just bought my Leica and I wanted to use it and there was nobody out. And I bought it with the 28 and you can't get close because it's 6 feet.
Yeah, everybody fucking dodges you, man.
And so yeah, so I went over to 35, which is fun, but the zoning, I mean, and I want to go back on a lot of those photos from that time because I wasn't scanning it. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing scanning. Like now I could get like good results out of a flatbed, like forget the pack on. But back then it was just like, oh, everything was off. This is it, this is home. This is where I grew up.
Right now we're just walking down Roosevelt.
Rosie, the stir of the melting pot.
The stir of the melting pot, I like that.
Well, it's where everybody and everything meets. The richest of the rich to the poorest of the poor, and the poorest of the rich to the richest of the poor. I don't know about rich, but you know, there's definitely a lot of drug dealers. Cool drug dealers, not like back in the day where you had to have like secret handshakes and everything.
On a Friday, you shoot Fridays ever, like during the day?
Yeah, I think that's when I really like start. Like I'll shoot all week. Mondays and Tuesdays, it's like more of a chill thing. Like, you know, I don't expect to get anything because I seldom do. I've been proven wrong, but just not enough times. Friday's kind of like, I don't know, it's just like when everything starts. It's when people are out, you know, at night. This is, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm gonna have my flash with me because I know I'm gonna stay out late and that's when the nightlife starts and everybody's out getting fucked up and, you know, it makes for some great pictures. Or even if I just get like invited by friends somewhere, like, you know, like not to go to shoot exclusively what's happening, but I'm gonna have the camera on me. But yeah, Friday's like when I go full, like just focus on shooting, nothing else. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, Monday through Thursday, I'm just like, I'm shooting, but I'm not gonna get upset if I don't get any photos.
You prefer having the viewfinder over looking through the camera's viewfinder?
Yeah, because the 28 isn't represented accurately. I guess the rangefinder, viewfinder, or whatever. This tends to be a little more accurate as far as framing and, you know, the pictures come out more like I remember them and I think that's really because, hey. I think that's really just because it's the viewfinder's just closer. Like through here, if it might look good through the camera, but then if I just use that all the time, a lot of photos tend to make people look like ants because it looks like you're close, but you're not. So sometimes I've gotten used to doing this because I know it gives me like a little extra foot. And plus I'm zone focusing, so like, you know, you don't really gotta be accurate. It's a 28. And if it comes out blurry, well, you know, it wasn't meant to be, fuck it.
On to the next one, right?
On to the next, yeah, you can't dwell on it. Makes me wonder why I don't shoot an autofocus camera more often.
You wonder why not?
Yeah, because it's so much easier. Like, I don't know, like the Contax G2, everybody says it's a hit or miss.
With
But
the autofocus.
yeah, but I don't think that to be true because I use it a lot and I tend to nail the focus most times. I mean, it takes a half a second longer just to make sure that little dot or cross is on the fucking thing you want to shoot. But I guess that's the same thing with like focusing in with the ring.
Take a half second to make sure it's right.
What I like about you know, using a Leica is that you're always on your toes about like your settings and your framing, all that shit. Not your framing, you know, your settings and you know your focusing, especially like the exposure. I don't think I can walk a block without checking the exposure. Even though by the same means, I've gotten better at Sunny 16. Do you prioritize the aperture or the shutter speed?
For me, right now, it's shutter speed. My system is 500 all the way down to 2.8, and then I go to 250, like f4, once it goes below that.
Not a fan of blur.
I found that like every time I try to go to 250, like 5.6, like a lot of the photos aren't as sharp as I want them to be, so.
It's funny though I always carry a flash, I'm starting to really prefer like fucking shooting wide open at night. It looks really cool. Well, I mean, where I've been doing that a lot is bars. There's always like, you know, the weird lighting, or they got like little lights set up. I don't know, I've got a few pictures from bars recently that I'm just like, oh wow, this looks interesting. Fuck. She broke up the huddle, man. Like, it was looking all good, all huddled, and then she, like, left.
The things that people don't see, you know, are the shots that are missed.
Yeah, there's a lot of photos that torture me for not getting. Because of that, like, when I go eat, or, you know, with friends, like, you know, at a bar or whatever, like, if I go out for a smoke or a breather or whatnot, I will grab my camera off the table and keep it on me. I've just, like, learned too many times. At least if I got the camera, you know, like, I can blame, I guess, myself for missing the shot, but, like, just not even having the camera at all, like, that's so much worse. Like, you see it happening, you're, like, tapping your body, like, oh, fuck, I left it inside, shit. This is me doing the, what's his name? Yeah, this is the right here. It's a fucking, I just need a tripod, but you can really see how the light just highlights the dirt in the fucking ground. It's amazing. Oh God. But I do like how houses like this look or scenery like this looks. Like, I don't consider myself like a landscape photographer or any of that. These are like those little changes. Oh my God, right there. See, that's the shit that, or like, that's the shit that I like, I love seeing. Like that's what really takes me back to those times I wish I had a camera when I see, like, that's somebody that, like, you know, they're beefing and he just came to this fucking house and made a statement right there for his whole family to see.
Yeah. What's your preference? You usually like to walk alone, or?
Yeah, nowadays I like to walk alone. It's two different mind states. Like, when I go out with people, it's like to have a good time and socialize a little, talk shit. But when I'm alone, I feel a bit more focused on things and, you know, really taking in everything that's going around. And then there's the thing, I call them photo bangs, and I'm not really fond of them. It started off as a joke, because it's four of us, we're walking, and there's a lady with a funny looking dog carrying him. Yeah. And we all just surrounded this poor lady and dog. I think two of us have flash on and just like, it scared the shit out of her. But then that starts happening too often if you're always out with people. And it really, like, you know, sometimes it's fun, it's cool, it's not a great photo. You know somebody's gonna take the same photo, or there's a chance somebody else might have the same photo. But when you're putting yourself in a position where they always got the same photo, it's no bueno. See that? That's what you get when you fuck with the kitten.
So if people don't know, Flushing is like Chinatown.
Yeah, Flushing is basically Chinatown in Queens. But, you know, I used to come out here with my mom and she'd get me my comic books and little toys. It's funny because it's like, in Roosevelt you hear like all these fucking audio announcements going on in Spanish. When you get here, it's all in Chinese.
It's all Chinese, yeah. Fucking melting pot.
I like your outfit. You look very nice today. Have a good day. Bye-bye. It's all about smooth talking. I made her day. She's still looking at me.
I can't tell what she's saying. I can't
this
tell
motherfucker.
I can't tell if she's mad or what.
I can't tell. I'm gonna go ahead and think that I flattered her.
Okay, yeah.
You know what's funny about photography? Before photography, I didn't want to be near anybody. Now I just want to be close to everybody. I want, like, and it was the worst time to happen too, like, especially during COVID. Like, oh my God, there's nobody around. I'm so depressed. I just want to be around people. I want to be hanging out in bars. I want to be surrounded by people I don't know. I think I caught him grabbing that pimple. And like this corner, it's like you literally just stand here all fucking day And you know, it has its like pockets and its times where it's like fucking slow, but for the most part, you can get layers. You can get all Alex Webby out here. Got you in it.
I was gonna say, I feel like I just got in the way.
No, it's fine. There's memories that we're making. You gotta make memories too. You can't just fucking shoot strangers all day. You gotta like make memories with your friends. Like it shouldn't be a fucking job. Like you should be having fun doing it. You should be okay with like some photos being fucked up, and that should be the fun part of them. I go out with some people that get all fucking pissy after certain photos. Like, oh, I should have angled it this way. Hey, buddy. I should have angled it this way. I'm sorry. I should have angled it this way. Oh, my settings were off. I don't even know if my settings are fine, but like, you know, that's so fucking boring. Like, to always just like downplay your fucking photos, especially if you're shooting film, because that's the magic part, that you don't know what's gonna come out. You don't know if it's gonna look good or bad. That's supposed to be like the whole thing behind it. Like, you know, you wait, get it developed, like, oh shit, this photo was shit. I thought it was good, it's shit. Oh, this photo, I thought that was shit that I took like half-heartedly, like this is the best photo I got. And that's supposed to be the fucking magic, right? Gracias. Some people don't like shooting at home. They like to go different places, see things they've never seen before. And that's cool, that's great. I like to do that too. I like to go places I don't know. But the camera kind of turns everything into that. But I enjoy shooting at home because it makes home a different place. I mean, looking at things through a camera just makes everything new and different. Especially when you're looking for little details, you start taking in a little bit more than you usually don't see. And so for me, when I shoot at home, it's like a new place every time because, you know, I'm just looking at it in a different way, a way I haven't seen before. All of a sudden, all these colors that I used to ignore, all these street characters, you know, the ones that are usually on the street that I just ignored and never looked at twice. Now I'm looking at them very focused in to see, you know, what I can make a photo out of. And so I get more inspiration out of shooting at home. And I feel a little more closer to my roots, I guess, where I grew up. I mean, for me, my neighborhood is wherever the 7 train is. All along the 7 line, that's one big neighborhood to me. It's Jackson Heights, Flushing, Corona, Woodside, Sunnyside, but to me, that's just all one big neighborhood to me. I don't really define it by the different neighborhoods because I spent my life going up and down that train station. And now I'm doing the same thing, but I do it with the camera and it all looks different. And I notice more things about it. And I don't know, I feel more in touch with the people. Maybe because they're brown like me, or if I walk through Roosevelt, it's mainly Mexican and Colombian, and that's my background. I'm Mexican and Colombian, so it's easier for me to take photos and joke around with them if they catch me and diffuse the situation, if there's any, but there seldom is. Nothing against the city. When I go to the city, I'm basically just, I'm taking photos and everything, but I don't feel connected. Sometimes I do or whatnot. And I'm not saying I won't shoot in the city. That's obviously not true. I just know how to highlight the quirkiness of the place I'm from a little more. If I can make a photo in Queens, if I can make a photo without the Flushing Meadow Unisphere in the background, and you can tell it's Queens, then I think it's a good photo. I think I did right in representing, I guess, what I'm trying to do. I don't see enough street photos out of Queens. I think that's one thing me and my boys wanted to change. You see a lot of photos in Manhattan, Fifth Ave, 34th Street, but I rarely see any photo books coming out of here, or I don't bump into as many photographers, which can be nice because it feels at times like it's all for me, all for us, like, ooh, we have this all to ourselves. Obviously, that's not the case. I feel like my home has not been done justice as far as photography is concerned. I don't know, maybe I gotta look more into more people's work. But if somebody comes up to me and asks why they're taking a photo, I'll try and explain it to them, but I can barely explain it to myself. Like, it always comes out something along the lines like, I do street photography. what's street photography? I take photos of, you know, the now or whatever. Like, it never comes out good. So what I did was, like, I got these little cards made, you know? But where it really helps is just diffusing situations, and it makes you look a little more official, I guess. I don't know. You can't expect everybody to be like, oh, he's got a fucking Leica. He must be a pro. Like, you know, he's got a little red dot. Or maybe I'm more of a pro if I tape up the red dot. I don't know. Isn't that silly? Like, why do people do that? What I love about shooting Queens more than anything is just that there's so much family out here, you know? There's a closeness out here that I just don't get in the city. I catch a lot of nice moments between kids and their parents, or kids with kids, or, you know, people in general, I guess. But like, there's a closeness here. Maybe I'm a little over nostalgic. Some photos that I do take tend to remind me back of my childhood, especially, you know, when I see, you know, it's a close photo of a family, nice little tender moment. But, you know, aside from good moments, there's also, you know, crazy moments. There's crazy photos to be made out here. And the best part about shooting in Queens is that you have a wide selection of food. I'm a big guy. I really like food. I don't know, I should do more YouTube videos. I don't shoot this many rolls normally. Or maybe it's Paulie. Maybe going out with Paulie's a good look charm. If you want to shoot more photos, go out with Paulie. He keeps you on your toes. I don't always shoot things that I know are photos. Sometimes it's just random little things, random little details. I don't know why. I think you should photograph everything. I think it's Gary Winogrand. Everything is photographable. Doesn't mean it's gonna be a good photo, but, you know, burn film, burn frames, shoot everything you can. It's a numbers game. I'm all about volume. With volume, there's bound to be a good photo there somewhere. I don't need the focus to be perfect. I just need it to translate well. But the photo's clear, but I don't need it to look perfect. And I prefer it not to be perfect. I shoot a lot from the hip, and I get shots that way. And it's not always because I'm scared, more because I'm just lazy, and I just want to get the shot. But I do get nervous sometimes. I do get scared sometimes. I do get a little nervous. I mean, if you don't get a little nervous, where's the fun in that? The day it's easy, it's nothing. The day it's simple, takes the fun away. Why even do it anymore? And that's cool that I could just walk through my home borough all day and have moments of excitement, see tender little moments between people, see crazy shit. See colors I didn't see before, walk into places I've never walked in before. I thought I knew Queens. I thought I already seen everything out here. I can honestly say now I've seen a lot more than I thought I did. I know a lot more now. I've met a lot more people. I've gotten closer with cultures.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, I don't know how many I got, but I got a lot. I think I'm almost out of film.
I got a roll for you if you're out.
I definitely still got a couple. I guess I'm surprised. I'm really, my breath has been taken away by how many rolls I've shot today. Look, another camera. You see that? It's happening. They're coming out here. Don't come to Queens. Stay out of Queens. Stay out of Queens, please. I swear to God, one day I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna see you.
I'm already out here, Willie. It's too late. It's over. I'm already out here.
You're actually one of the people that actually does come out here, though.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Because nobody else comes out here.
Yeah, there's some funny scenes. There's a couple making out right there. And you know that the dudes on the bike that flicked you off, that picture?
Yeah.
They drove by and like they pulled up. They're like, oh,
Those guys are having a fun time.
Dude, I know. Not as fun as them.
Are they still making out?
Dude, yeah, man. They have, I think, like 10 shots of them.
Oh, will I get to it? I tried doing a slow shutter speed so people pass by them, yeah. But it's like when I did that, it's like it got empty. It's like, fuck. But I got one really close.
Good day?
It was a great day. Let's see how good of a day it was. 1, 2, 3, 4 so far.
Well, let the people know where they can find your work. Anything else you got going on?
Well, if you like hanging out with me today, you can see more of my stuff at Willie from Queens on Instagram. You could also check out my website, williefromqueens.nyc. Come on. We're still working. But yeah, you can check me out. You can check out my crew, the Queens Street Photography Collective, on Instagram at q.spc. If you're in New York, sometimes we do walks. But overall, I'm down to chill and shoot with anybody. It doesn't have to be Queens. Take me somewhere. But yeah, man, I hope you had a fun time. And this kid just wants to be photographed. But yeah, I hope we gave you a little more of a, I guess, eye opener to how cool Queens can be for, you know, photography. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Now when they see us in the streets, all they wanna do